Hello, this is Walter Hertman. I am presenting my portfolio project for the Nucamp Honors Certificate called the Student Information Management System. So the goal of the project was to create a web-based application to manage enrollment information for college students in an admissions or academic advising context. And the system can be used to create, read, update, and delete records related to enrollment and advising. Um, So again, all of the basic CRUD operations that you would expect. It's based on a two-tier architecture, so it's the web application plus a relational database, which was built using Python and the Django framework. The original version was done as part of the graduating project for another course in this bootcamp, which was the SQL with Python course. And I used the Flask framework, but I refactored the application so that I could gain more experience with Django. The application and database are containerized using Docker and managed using Docker Compose, and then deployed to the cloud using Microsoft Azure with the Kubernetes orchestration engine. So in addition to Python and SQL and Django, the other technologies used are the database, which is PostgreSQL, obviously Docker and Docker Compose, Git for version control, Kubernetes to orchestrate the deployment, and Microsoft Azure. So one of the major challenges that I faced in this project was a refactoring from Flask to Django, which required some referencing of the Django documentation so that I could better understand how to translate from Flask to Django and use the different models and the views. So if you see here, we're looking at the views, which are function-based and programmed in Python. One of the more interesting parts was this HTTP response direct module that I discovered as part of Django, which helps navigate from view to view as far as the endpoints go. And I'll show you I built a very, very basic front-end UI. And so this would be the basic view after you logged into the system. Would be your basic view of the student table. Okay, and we have some just very shortened records. Obviously, the original database design contains more records and more fields than this, but for demonstration purposes, I tried to keep it simple. And we have last name, first name, the major, and email. And if we want to add a student, we can click on Add Record here, and we're taking to let's see, who can we add here? Let's add Elvis Costello. Why not? And so by putting his information here, and maybe he's an acting major this time, I don't know. And we can add him to the database like so. And we see that he's been added here, student ID number 12. If we want to update a student, I did not build out the UI to do all that, but we can call the student ID number here. So let's say student number 6, and we need to update student number 6. Obviously, this would be part of a more broad front-end design. And why did that not work? Oh, because I misspelled update. Typos will do that to you. And perhaps she wants to change her major from human services to law. And we're taken to this screen to confirm the change. And we can see here that student number 6 is now a law major. And if we wanted to delete a record from the database, we'd do the same method and say, we'll delete myself from here and call the delete page. And to confirm, we'll click yes, and you can see that I have been deleted from the database. So there it is, Student Information Management System using Django, programmed with Python, and performing all of the basic CRUD operations. Thanks for watching.